So
Okay.
I've got to tuck out possibly a little bit early.
Okay.
Cross
All
my
right,
fingers
guys.
everything make it. My husband didn't tell me so.
We are live now, so I was just making sure everything was golden. I didn't get a connection or something like that in the first one. I don't know why that was happening.
I
Still
now
checking it out.
see Cheryl that live in the top right hand corner. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Oh yeah, I see us
Well,
now.
it's a learning
Type in
process.
if you guys
This
see us.
whole everything's a learning process.
All right.
It's good to see even you have trouble with technical stuff.
Yeah, I'm like, what's happening here? Why is this happening? It must be Jackie.
Hi,
All right.
yeah, whatever. Hi, everybody. I had
Blame it
nothing to
on
do with
Jackie,
it.
right?
So today I want to go over
Whatever.
the dollar. Like we have all the dollar sign-ups, right? We
Right.
have so many countries that they're available in. How do you do the dollar sign up? What do you have to do to like actually take advantage of it? People are just thinking you could sign up for $1 and that's it and be done. And that's not true. So first I want to start out with what countries our dollar sign-ups are available in because that's really important. People just think it's the United States and Canada. It's not. It's quite a few. I even took notes. Quite a few countries. So
Yeah.
for the dollar sign-up until December 31st, you got Australia, Bolivia, Brazil, Cambodia, Chile, Colombia, Costa Rica, the Dominican Republic, Ecuador, El Salvador, Guatemala, Guinea, Israel, Kenya, Malaysia, Mexico. Mexico. I know some of my girls are watching this. Mexico, ladies. New Zealand, Nigeria, Panama, Peru, Singapore, South Africa, Vietnam, the United States, and Canada. So you can get their sign-up kit for $1 right now. The sign-up kit does range in price depending on the country that you're in and their exchange rate. Some of them are in their currency, and in places like Canada, it's in the United States currency. So you need to know that. In the United States, it's $49.95 for our starter kit. In Canada, Jackie, it's
$29.95.
thanks, girl. So it's $29.95, but you're going to get it for $1. You can't just go in and get the starter kit for $1 and decide you're going to get your package later or maybe get a box of Instantly Ageless. You have to come in at a package. One of the packages that range from $1.99 all the way up to $10.49. There's 4 in the United States, 5 now in Canada. Canada now has the Zen Body package. Isn't that right, Jackie?
Yeah. Hey, and I also want to mention the basic package, that $1.99 package, just call it a wholesale package because those wholesalers that are just looking for, like a cheap package, I like calling it a wholesale package. I like starting it off like the basic package is the next. So there's like a wholesale package, then there's where you want to start if you want to run a business. You don't run a business on the $1.99 package. You run a
Right.
business on, next package up, the next package up, the next package up. This is like a wholesaler's package. You don't want that. You want to start off with this, right? So I just want to interject there.
Yeah, you definitely want to start out with a better package if you're coming in to run a business. A lot of people, I hear about people that pay the $49.95 and then get a box of Instantly Ageless, and they think that they're going to start that way. But you guys know you can't run a business just off of Instantly Ageless. It's just not going to happen. And I don't let anybody in my business for $49.95. I don't let people come in at the $1.99 and not get on auto ship. Didn't we have this conversation, Jackie?
Yep. Let me talk about the post that I made, right?
Yep.
That honestly, I like to think of myself as let's make me the person that does all the bad, talk about them, not to do them, so that we can just stop you now, right? So I'll make all the mistakes. You guys learn from my mistakes, or my ignorance, or my uneducation in this whole industry because I'm not like around this industry. So yeah, talking about the auto ship. If you're not on auto ship, what are you doing? Like, I don't even care if you're not, even if you're just a wholesale customer, get on auto ship. First of all, you have to be a product of the product. And if you're going to be a product of the product, you should be on auto ship because it just gets charged every month, same time. It just gets shipped. You need it. You're already taking it. I mean, all of us are taking multiple stuff. Why are we not on auto ship? And the thing why you would not want to be on auto ship and all the excuses you're going to try to make to not want to be on auto ship are silly because you know you're going to get stuff. You're going to order stuff through the month, and then you're going to be like, oh, why didn't I put that order through as auto ship? Like, get it together, people. If you're not on auto ship, you don't get any of the goodies. You get commission when you click and you want to check your commission. Oh, well, that's like not a lot because you're not on auto ship. You don't get to have that bonus. And somebody in my team who should be watching, hopefully, because I'm going to quiz you, but somebody from my team was not active, right? And because they weren't active, 3 people joined underneath them. 3 people signed up underneath them within like 2.5 weeks, which is crazy, and spent a lot of money. They are not entitled to any of that if they are not on auto ship. If you're not at least doing 60 CVs, and come on, people, 1 reserve, 1 box of reserve alone to make yourself healthy so that you can keep running a monster business should be shipped to your house every month. It's the easiest thing. It's 30 days. Bang, 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 bang. You get out reserve. You get out reserve to everybody. Reserve is so easy to auto ship. It's easy. It's easy for you. It's easy for everybody around you. Yeah. So yes, we had this conversation. Probably a little bit more condensed because we were texting and sending messages throughout the day, but yeah.
Yeah, if you're not
Big
on
mistake,
auto
right?
ship,
Learn from my team, learn from me. It's important.
Yeah, if you're not on auto ship, you can't take advantage of all that Jeunesse has to offer. You're only getting the bits of the compensation plan. You know, you're only getting the retail side of the compensation
Not
plan.
even the bonuses.
No. So you want to make sure that you're taking advantage of everything that Jeunesse has to offer. If you're running a business, we came in here for the residual income. So the auto ship is really important, whether you do conditional auto ship, unconditional auto ship, prepay for your auto ship, whatever you got to do, you got to stay on it. It's really important for your business. Those active people that could be executives that could be getting those bonuses, out. So something important I needed Jackie to mention.
This is exactly what happened, Cheryl. It's exactly what happened is that this person wasn't actively running a business. They got these 3 people signed up underneath them because they knew they were with it, right? They had a business card. They went to their link, right? They saw the video that they texted them. Whatever it was, they joined. Whenever they decided to join, it happened to be right in this line, and one person spent almost $900.
Woo.
One person on one purchase, $900. 6 months worth of the Zen body line.
That's good stuff.
You see? So to be not even active, but to actually just take care of yourself and be on auto ship for yourself. I don't care if you're running a business. I don't care. You're still a customer. You're still part of our TTO team, and you better be on auto ship. Because we find you're on auto ship and you're not on the TTO marketing system, come on. What are you doing hanging around? You want to watch the rest of us succeed, and then you not, or us, you know, try to make it, and then you just sit on the sidelines? Get off and play the game. Get off and play the game.
From other people's mistakes.
Just challenge yourself even. Like, just stay in it. Be on auto ship.
Yep, definitely. You guys got to be on auto ship. About the dollar sign up. So you have until December 31st to do the dollar sign up. The thing of it is, you guys, here's something that I've been talking to people about. They're wanting to wait until December 31st or wait until after Christmas or wait until this to actually join. You know what? When you join and you're going to go tell your buddies and your friends and all that, you're going to do your hot market approach that we always talk about. What are you going to say? I got my package for $1 and I didn't offer it to you because I waited until the last second. Like, waiting until the last second to get it takes like that money out of your family, out of all those people that could have been your wholesale customer, that could have wanted to come in to be a distributor, saving them $49.95 in the U.S., $29.95 in Canada. You want to make sure you're going to go to Christmas parties, right? When somebody goes to a party, what do they like when they get a new job? They're like super ecstatic, right? They're like, dude, I got this new teaching position and I'm going to rock it out, right? Like, when you join a network marketing company, or, you know, people are always hesitant to tell people. I don't understand that. Like, be proud about what you do. Like, talk about it with confidence. You see us talking about it right now. Jackie's not talking about auto ship with a hesitant quality about her. She's telling you guys you need to get on it. I'm telling you guys, like, if you're at a Christmas party, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about what other people think. You're trying to either get customers or talk to people, or just throw it in conversation. When everybody, Jackie, Elias, you guys know, when you're at a party, don't people ask you what you do?
Of course, all the time. And you can't be afraid to,
It's been a while since I've been at a party.
can you guys hear me? I apologize. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Indeed, all the time people ask, what you're doing, and you can't be afraid to just, let people know what you got going on. There's many ways you can go about sharing what you do with people without, making them feel uncomfortable or making them feel like, you're looking to will them in some way, somehow. And if it's what you do, be confident about it. If you're not confident, you're not going to grow, point blank, period.
People can smell fear from a zillion miles away, so you got to be confident about what you do. One of the things about the dollar sign up that a lot, like, I was talking to you guys, people want to come in at a box of instantly ageless. People want to come in as wholesale customers but not be on auto ship, or people want to be distributors. You have to recognize who's who when you're talking to them. When you're talking to your distributors, right, and you're saying to them, what are your goals? We're supposed to ask people, what are your expectations? What do you want to do with this, right? If somebody wants to come in your business and pay a dollar or pay $49.95 or $29.95, and they want to get themselves a box of instant ages, they're a retail customer. Tell them, great. That's not what I'm offering here. If you want to buy a box of instant ages, you want to buy some reserve, here's my link. You can go through there. They're your retail customers. You have to know the difference. If somebody wants to be a wholesale customer, come in at $49.95, maybe create their own package of 100 CV or buy a $199 package, whatever it is, and they don't want to be on auto ship, then they're a retail customer. Send them back. So you're a retail customer. You don't want to be on auto ship. You're a retail customer. If somebody's not running their auto ship, then they're not doing anything for your business. They're just getting product, right? You have to be able to distinguish who's a retail customer, who's a wholesale customer that's going to be on auto ship, and your distributor should be coming in at $500 or above because you need to start them off right? How do you have to be able to start a business with product in hand, being able to make sample packages. How do you do the hot market approach? We talked to Lisa Grossman. How do you do all of that with no product in hand? And people aren't, I talked to a woman today. Money comes up, money matters, all of that stuff. Well, how do you talk to people, or what if they don't have enough money? I talked to somebody before the Google Hangout. This person just wants to buy a box of instantly ageless. I always go back to my own story. And I say to myself, if I figured out how to get the money to do this, and I wasn't hesitant about it, I just said to the girls, Tracy, I'll be back in a few days. And I worked overnights for 3 days straight, tired as anything. But I knew what I wanted to do. I knew exactly who I was and where I was going. I saw the opportunity. If somebody has to see the opportunity and see the investment in themselves and say to themselves, I'm not letting this thing get away. And I came up with the $1,000. When you want something bad enough, Jackie knows, you start selling stuff. You start figuring stuff out, don't you? I'm going to hand that over to Jackie. Did you not do the same thing?
Oh, yeah. I could talk for the rest of the time on what I've done and what I've sacrificed.
And I just would like to add on,
Yeah.
if you truly, truly, truly want to help people, you got to get them in the game. You got to get them in the game. That's the only way they're going to really get it. You got to get them in the game, and I've learned that. And just to touch on, the confidence area of building your business, why wouldn't you have the confidence to talk about an awesome profession such as network marketing? And the numbers are there, and so with that being said, I'm ready to, when you ladies are ready for me to dive in, I got an awesome read for our audience tonight. And don't put the pressure on yourself. Like I said, you really want to, help people, they got to get in the game. So and you do what you got to do. Like you said, Coco, we got things laying around the home. We got things in our closet we can always use to help us, generate an extra couple of dollars. It'll come back to you,
Yeah, it'll definitely come back to you. I don't know what I would do if I didn't take advantage of the opportunity. Where my life would be if I didn't take advantage of this opportunity. Not even a year ago, almost close to a year ago. So, if people will make the investment if they see the possibilities in the company, they will. They'll jump. How to get that out there? Because that was one the retail wholesale distributor that, if people don't want to invest in the company, then send them to your retail site. Don't hesitate to do it.
Well, just to add on real quick.
Me personally,
Yeah.
I just want to say one quick thing on that too. And And that is when you even have that wholesale customer or the person that's not going to buy a package or they're just buying that box of Instantly Ageless, like you said, Cheryl. Myself, what I've started a little while ago thinking is, okay, everybody cares about their health. Like, I always bring it up to them at least to inform them. I'm not like selling them or anything. I'm not selling them the business or nothing. I'm just, hey, instead of just taking care of your wrinkles or your eye bags or your scars, would you like to take care of yourself, your life? Would you like to see something better that we have because we're not just that crazy wrinkle cream, right? So like, as I said last week, my mission is Reserve. My mission is other things or the Nevo. It could be anything. It could just be like, hey, you may like to see something else. So you came in with, you know, Instantly Ageless. Is it worth your time to at least see what we have and get your opinion, right? Would you try something for 30 days? That's when you kind of just, you know, you at least inform them. You're not pushy. You're just like,
yeah, I have a lot
it in there
from Instantly Ageless from videos, but at least half of them have to be on Reserve. At least, like, Reserve is something that I always talk about. I like that product a lot. So it's you know, you're making conversation, just like when I talk about Solange. Just, you know, how does it all come about? You can Instantly Ageless is just a door opener, right? I can take a line bag wrinkle off your face in 2 minutes. Watch this magic happen. Don't you want to know, like, even if they don't ask me the question, I say, don't you want to know how you can get rid of those wrinkles permanently? Yeah. Let me tell you about my skincare line. You like that? You like healthy outside? Let me tell you about how I can make you healthy inside. You just keep building, right? Like, you don't have to be telling them they have to buy everything. You're just informing them. Like Jackie said, just give them information.
And I like to add on.
Then there's their easy auto ship, though, is what the point of my conversation is. That's the easy auto ship then. Even though they came in just for the boxmans, there's going to be one day without this. And you know what? You're not going to have the hassle of calling in and ordering or messaging me because you don't know how to log into your back office or whatever, right? So, yeah, right? So, honestly, you want to make it super streamlined and easy for these people. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you then, even if they're coming in for one thing, you're going to end up having something, right? So easy. Back to the auto ship. Back to you, Cheryl.
I think Elias had something to say.
Indeed, I just would like to add on and say, it's more, for me, it's more an investment in oneself versus the company. Yes, we're participant in the growth and expansion of the company, but it's more of an investment in yourself. And at the end of the day, entrepreneurship is not free. It costs to be an entrepreneur. You know, so you really have to have the right mindset. And if you really don't have the right mindset, then at this moment, this is not for you. You know, and you have to just shoot straight with people. You know, you can't come across desperate. You can't talk too much. You can't look to convince. You can't just look to put a person in the system to have them in the system. You have to care about them. And the only way you can show them that you care about them is maybe letting them know, you know what, right now it might not be a good time for you, because you have to have the right mindset. You have to see more in yourself than you do in a product or a company and things of that nature, because it starts with you first. So I just wanted to add on, and you know,
Dead on. I love it. Perfect. Thank you. We have all, you know, we have the dollar signups. We got December 31st. You have to remember, if you have teammates, you know, if you have a large team of people, you're going to have people running for the promos right now. You have people running for executive for the $50. You got people running for Jade, running for Pearl, running for Sapphire, all those bonuses that they can get. So you want to make sure that if you have people that are running, that they need to keep checking their back office, make sure that they have the volume that's consistent with each one of the promos that's available. You make sure that you send in your people to reports, distributor reports, and then it says JNS end of year promo or something like that. I didn't write down where to find it, but it's reports, distributor reports, JNS promo. All the promos are back there. So if you have people that are running, you want to make sure that you're checking with them. I ask my people, you know, screenshot it. How can I help you? What do you have to do next? You know, I have somebody running for Sapphire bonus, Jade, Pearl. Make sure you stay in contact with your people if you're running a team. You need to know where where they're headed and help them with their goals as well. And that promo ends the 31st, so people should be running with their pants on fire with this dollar sign up. I had to add that. Anybody got anything to add with that?
Well, I mean, the
Well,
dollar.
me, that
Oh,
you're going to work your butt off and that you're going to get all those people to light the fire, that you're prepared to work over the holidays and you're ready to do whatever it is that it needs to get done. You know what I mean? That you don't stop and you keep in touch with everybody, and then you reach into their markets, like you said about that chapter you read last week, Ilias.
yes.
And you reach into those, even if you don't like them, even if they said no. You just go and you just keep going. You got to keep, now tell everybody again, right? Hey, I talked to you earlier. It was $49.95 or $29.95. Now it's $1. So you just go nuts. You just tell everybody, oh my God, this has never happened before. It's $1, right? This is a big thing. This might as well be like another mini launch. You should just run with it. I've been telling everybody, right? So, yeah.
I mean, all big businesses have great promotions and bonuses for customers and partners, and this is no different. It's a great opportunity for you to, save a couple of dollars, get involved with an opportunity. For me, the whole TTO experience is just phenomenal because outside of what we learn in the profession of direct sales from our partner company, we also get to learn so much just from the leaders in the TTO front line. So with that being said, it's so much advantage and plus points to just taking advantage now, not now, but right now. Don't sleep on yourself, and take a chance on for a change. And that's where it's at for me.
Yeah, exactly. You guys got to be ready to rock and roll right through it. One of the things that I know that's coming up, and people are ready to rock their business, they wait until the new year. I'm always like, I'm not patient, so I'm ready to go right now. But we had that launch of Instantly Ages. You remember that? Like November. I wasn't in November, but we had the launch of Instantly Ages. It was huge. People were going crazy about it. Well, we have the Zen Project 8 that's coming up. It starts January 4th.
Yes.
So many people should know the detail. Like, I have notes on the details of Zen Project 8. You're going to think people aren't paying attention come December 26th. Guess what people are going to do? Ching, I ate too much cake. So, I ate too many Reese cups, whatever it is. But people are going to want to know about Zen Project 8. So you have to know, all of the notes that are on it. What is Zen Project 8? It's products, recipes, coaching, motivation, the essentials, the platform of Zen Project 8. It's 3 phases. The detox, the ignite, and eating in threes is all the things Zen Project 8 offers. Apart from there's 500 people that are getting free product to do the thing. Well, over 6,000 people have registered. If you register for Zen Project 8, the top 100 people have the chance to become marketers, and the top male and female are going to be on CNN showing their transformation. So all of that stuff, people love that stuff. People love competition. I'm definitely one of those people. So, as soon as people see promos, as soon as people see Zen Body projects, as soon as people know that they can win something, it lights their fire, especially after New Year's resolutions. What's that always say? Somebody announce, what are the top 3 New Year's resolutions?
Stop smoking, lose weight.
Make more money.
Make more money, and we can do 2 of those 3 things, right? So we got to make everybody aware of what's coming up in the new year. Get the details on Zen Project 8. If you don't know the details, hello, I'm your person. You guys know the details, contact Jackie, contact Ilias, whoever you want to talk to, but talk to somebody about it, because come December 26th, people are going to realize they ate too much cake or Reese cups, whatever it is. I got some marketing system updates. One thing I talk to my people about the marketing system is that the marketing system can pay for itself. and this is one thing that I think a lot of people should utilize. We have the sample site inside of the marketing system, which is crazy good, right? You like send them the link, and they like pay for the thing, and you send it out. Like it's crazy good, right? So look, I all sat up and everything. I'm like, oh look, I could show you how to get the marketing system for free. Hold on, let me sit up for a second. So go ahead.
No, I was going to mention I came across your post today about how you can get it for free. I'm just waiting for you to get into it because that was pretty fly how you put it together.
Yeah, I'm like, I talked to my team. I'm like, yo, you get 5
I was going to comment, actually.
Go ahead, Jackie.
I was going to comment, actually. I know there's a bit of a delay, sorry, but I was going to comment, and I decided I was going to mention it because I knew you were going to bring it up. And I send my friends there. Sorry. But if you say to me, hey, okay, I'm ready, I want a sample, I'm like, hey, cool, go to this link, and then you just pay your shipping, and it'll come to you. Honestly, I send my friends there. Yeah. I don't give a free sample to no. They all go through the same thing, even my friends. So just putting it out there, you're not a charity case, okay? You have to pay for them, so get paid. Go through your marketing system.
Yep, definitely. Go through your marketing system. You get 5 people a month. 5. Who doesn't want Instantly Ageless or to try it? You get 5 people to do it a month. $4.95. PayPal charges 44 cents. The stamp costs you 49 cents. You get it for $4.02. You get $20 back. Now you got people trying samples. You got people to follow up with. Guess what? You get more than 5 people. You start investing that money in the traffic. You start building your business. That's how you get the marketing system for free. I love free stuff. Favorite 4-letter word. Free. So get your marketing system for free by like using it. Use your marketing system, you get it for free. And then you're using this crazy good marketing system, and now that you're getting it for free, thank you very much. Now that you're getting it for free, you have access to your own like custom video. Do you guys love your custom video?
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
It's awesome,
love
right?
It. Love
so it. It's under marketing tools. Under video generator, like if you haven't gotten your link or whatever, you can go to I personalized TTO video requested at marketing tools under video generator. So you can go and request it if you don't have the link, but make sure you check that out because those videos are like awesome, right? Love seeing your own face light up and like all that typing come across. But I almost cursed. So, yeah, get your marketing system for free because that's how it's done. Make sure you get your tools, get your dollar sign-ups. Make sure you know the difference between retail, wholesale, and distributor. Get your people on auto ship, and if they're not, they're a retail customer. Don't wait until December 31st to get people to sign up. Make sure that you know that you talk to people about, you're going to want to go to Christmas, you're going to want to go to parties and talk to people about your business. Be confident talking to people about your business. One of the things that I did in my life is the people that tell me that I can't do stuff, I kind of push them to the wayside. You surround yourself with people that are like-minded, right? Surround yourself with people that are going places and you start to go places. All those people that bring you down, you don't need them. You'll watch your confidence rise real quick when you start surrounding yourself with people who believe in you and that believe in the same place that you're going. So confidence, make sure you have it when you're going to your parties. Talk to people. Don't worry about it. And make sure you know about the Zen Body Project 8 because I'm telling you, day after Christmas, people are going to start wanting to lose weight.
It's on.
Right. It's on. That's right. I love that.
It's on.
Yeah, I love mentioning that it's happening like January 4th, that everything's coming out January 4th. I'm like, hey, January 4th is big day. Like, you contact me January 4th because something big is going to happen. So, like, I've got people, like, waiting to contact me about January 8th. Some of my customers, right, for the Zen Body. People who have been interested or just dabbling in, I'm like, wait till January 4th. You will not believe. Have you heard of, like, the Trainer of the Stars? So I like, just wait. Want to be on TV? Want a chance to be on TV? Right? So then they're all like, oh my God, tell me. I'm like, oh, not till January 4th. Right? Yeah. So I've got, like I'm building excitement. Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn it over, Elias, if you want to read to us.
It's on. Storytelling time, huh? That's what's up.
I love storytelling.
But yes, people, get excited about you. Be excited about you, the new you, and that's what it's all about. So tonight, of course, we're definitely gonna stay plugged in. We gotta stay plugged in. Okay, we gotta stay plugged in. The right mindset, the right attitude, the right conversation, the whole nine. Um, Again, guys, if you don't have Eric Worre's GoPro must have, please do yourself a favor, get a copy, and dig in daily. Okay? So tonight we had such a good time last week that, Mike Grady hit me up. He said, "Hey man, we got to keep this thing going. You did a great job." And I just, I'm grateful and thankful that I'm able to, provide some value to our team in this awesome profession. And tonight we're gonna start at the top of the book, chapter 1. Network marketing, it isn't perfect, it's just better. The first chapter has about 20 pages, so I'm not going to get into all 20 pages tonight. It's going to take some time, but I'm definitely going to cover a decent amount of the first chapter. And I encourage everyone, if you don't have the book, please take some notes. And if you do have the book, read along. And maybe you'll come across some things that didn't catch your attention, on your first read.
Tell me the title of that chapter again, Elias.
Chapter 1, network marketing isn't perfect. It's just better.
I love it. I just had to hear it again.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. That's the confidence that I'm talking about. You know, you got to have it. And educate yourself on the profession. And this book will help you do that. It really will. So, chapter 1, again, network marketing isn't perfect. It's just better. Do you feel restless? Do you feel unsatisfied? Do you feel there must be a better way when it comes to your work and the way you make your living? The good news, there is a better way, but it's different than what you were taught in school. Let me explain. As I travel and speak around the world, I like to play an audience participation game. I ask people to help me create the ultimate business and to tell me specific things they'd like to have in that business and things they'd like to avoid. It always makes for a very interesting list. If we were face to face, I'd do the same thing with you now. But since we're not, let me summarize what people from over 30 countries have told me while creating what I like to call the perfect career list. People usually start naming things like they don't want no boss, no commute, no alarm clock, no employees, no politics, no compromises, no discrimination, no educational requirements. And then as people start to use their imaginations in a more positive way, they start to visualize some positive attributes, something positive, great product or service, unlimited income, residual income, enjoy the people you work with, time freedom, something meaningful.
Hey, Elias,
What's up?
can you read that part again? What people
Yeah.
want, the positive?
Right, indeed. And then, as people start to use their imaginations in a more positive way, they start to visualize some positive attributes. Something positive, great product or service, unlimited income, residual income, enjoy the people you work with, time freedom, something meaningful, personal growth, lots of perks, international, contribution to worthy causes, low risk, low startup costs, economy proof, tax benefits, and fun.
That sounds like Jeanette.
Indeed.
Is that not totally tailored to Janess?
Right on.
Awesome, right?
Right? Am
It
I the
is.
only crazy one that's like not hearing like which one does a worthy cause or a some sort of gift? I don't know any other. Like do any others do that? That's crazy.
This is amazing. It really is. Now you might add something. Now you might add some attributes of your own, but wouldn't you agree that's a pretty good start? Imagine being able to enjoy a career with all those attributes. All jobs that I know of fall into one of five categories: blue collar, white collar, sales, traditional business ownership, investing. Blue collar careers. Here's the Wikipedia definition of blue collar. A blue collar worker is a member of the working class who performs manual labor. My definition is someone who labors to fix something, make something, clean something, build something, or service something or someone. In my life, I've worked many blue collar jobs, and for anyone who's ever engaged in this line of work, there is a certain satisfaction in a job well done. But here's
Yep.
the big, I'm sorry?
I was like, yep, I know about blue collar work.
All right.
Moving
But
on.
here's the big question.
What? Electrician and a welder on the same hangout. Come on, like, hello. Right? Both women. Let's go.
It
Yeah.
says, but here's the big question. Can blue collar work deliver on the perfect career list? The obvious answer is no. Sure, it can deliver on some of the attributes. It might have a great product and a low startup cost, or any number of other individual items on the list. But if you really look at it, blue collar just can't get you where you want to be. Not the perfect career.
Agreed. Had to throw that out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
White collar careers. Here's the Wikipedia's definition of white collar. The term white collar worker refers to a person who performs professional, managerial, or administrative work, in contrast with a blue collar worker, whose job requires manual labor. Typical white collar work is performed in an office or cubicle. My definition is a person who is employed by someone else to do work other than manual labor or sales. Many people choose a white collar career as it is one of the most socially acceptable of the options available. It has long been viewed as the safe and secure option. Recently, that has changed. The implied contract that if you are loyal to the company will be loyal to you is long gone. I've also been a white collar worker in my career. In my experience, there are two types of people who do this type of work: achievers and hiders. Achievers are the people who want to perform at a high level. They are ambitious, motivated, and energetic. They are full of ideas and want to move up that corporate ladder, which are great attributes to have, but there's a downside for the achiever. The moment a person decides to be an achiever, they become a target. Their boss sees them as threatening to their job, so they start to hold them down or take shots at their reputation. Their peers see them as a person who will either embarrass them or keep them from getting a promotion, so they start to do what they can to undermine their accomplishments. So to remain an achiever and survive in this hostile environment, a person must become good at one thing that has nothing to do with their productivity, and that's politics. They must learn how to navigate the political world by diminishing their enemies and strengthening their relationships with powerful people. In fact, some of the most successful people in the corporate world aren't achievers at all. They are pure politicians. So if you decide to work in the corporate environment and to be an achiever, you must accept the fact that you must become a good politician also. Now let's talk about the hiders. These are the people who hate politics but still need a job. They learn not to be the ambitious achiever. They don't stand out. They don't speak up in meetings. They don't bring new ideas. They hide. They keep their heads down and do as they're told. They do just enough so they aren't talked about negatively. They survive, and this has worked for decades. But in the new economy, it's becoming much more difficult to hide, and people are running out of time. So back to our perfect career list. Can a white collar job deliver on the list? Again, the clear answer is no, certainly not in very many areas. Sales. Some people choose to get away from being an employee and get involved in a sales career. This is certainly more adventurous because typically salespeople are paid on their production instead of by the hour. I've known thousands of salespeople. There is a common theme I've noticed over the course of my career. The typical salesperson will have a period of time where everything goes perfectly. Everything they touch turns to gold, and they make some really good money. As soon as that happens, they almost always set their lifestyle to that level of income. They buy a new house, get new cars, put their kids in better schools, purchase a vacation home, the works. Everything is great for a while. And then something changes. The company changes. The compensation plan changes. Their territory gets reduced. A competitor shows up. They lose their best customer. The economy goes into recession. New technology makes their offer less valuable, or government regulations change their industry. These are just a few examples. There are hundreds more reasons why the salesperson's world could and probably will get more complicated. When that happens, with the big lifestyle they've developed, now 40 hours a week isn't enough to pay the bills. So they go up to 50 hours a week, and then 60 hours, and then 70, and then their life gets very small. Yes, they have the stuff, but they don't have the time to enjoy it. The other challenge for the sales career is no matter how a person does, they still start at zero the next day. It can be tiring to live under the kind of pressure over a long period of time. Can a sales career pay the bills? Sure, but can it deliver on the perfect career we described earlier? Again, the answer is no. Traditional business ownership. Some people opt for the big dream, building their own business. When they are the boss and they call the shots, it's an exciting idea, isn't it? Here's the reality for most people. Step 1. They use their life savings, take on new debt, and many times borrow money from friends and family to get started. Step 2. They take on more debt in the form of leases and personal guarantees in just about every direction. Step 3. Now, instead of focusing on what they are good at, let's say they were great at sales and decided to start their own business. They have to be all things to all people. They act as attorney for legal matters, accountant for financial matters, babysitter for employee matters, negotiator for purchasing matters, and collection agency for accounts receivable matters. They even get to take out the garbage. They're doing everything but selling, which is what they were good at in the first place. Step 4. They struggle. Instead of owning the business owns them. They are the first person to work and the last person to leave. And after everyone else gets paid, they might be able to take home enough money to pay their own bills, let alone reduce the debt they incurred to start the business in the first place. Step 5. They succeed or they fail. They either hit a point down the road where the business is successful or they fail many times, filing for bankruptcy and falling back into a corporate or sales job. And even if they are successful, that usually means a lifetime of long hours and stress. Sounds romantic, doesn't it? If you haven't started your own business before, ask friends who have. If this description isn't accurate, most people who start their own traditional business aren't worried about getting a return on their investment. They just want a return of their investment. It's pretty clear that traditional business ownership can't provide the perfect career as we described earlier. Let me just backtrack a little bit. I want to make sure I read that correctly. It says, sounds romantic, doesn't it? If you haven't started your own business before, ask friends who have. If this description isn't accurate, most people who start their own traditional business aren't worried about getting a return on their investment. They just want a return of their investment. It's pretty clear that traditional business ownership can't provide the perfect career as we described it. The investor. The last category of ways to earn a living in the world today is to be an investor. And what do you need to become an investor? Money, right? If you don't have a lot of money, it's going to be very difficult to earn a living from the return on your investment, especially if you try to be conservative to reduce the risk of loss. But let's say you do. What's the next thing you need in order to be a successful investor? You need to have incredible knowledge and skill. I know more people than I could count who were skillful real estate investors over the years. But when things radically changed in the real estate market, their skills couldn't help them. They lost big. Wouldn't you like to invest in some traditional small business? Good luck. In most cases, you won't be an investor. You are more likely to be a philanthropist. How about the stock market? People do great there, don't they? A few do, at least from time to time, but I know more people who've lost than have won, especially in the past decade. It's very difficult to have guaranteed returns when you're not in control. And trust me, as an investor, you are not in control. Anything can happen, and it can happen overnight. Let me tell you a story to illustrate that point. In late 2001, I was living large. I had sold the company I co-founded and was working as a very highly paid consultant. For my part of the sale, I received approximately 170,000 shares of stock in the new company. It was publicly traded on the New York Stock Exchange and selling for about $44 a share, which meant the value my stock was around 7.5 million. I had big income, a great portfolio. Life was good. I used part of the stock to secure a home construction loan of about 2 million for a dream house I was building. As for the rest, I didn't diversify because I knew the company was in great shape with a good product and an amazing sales force. Then something out of my control happened overnight. The stock went to $37 a share because a group of investors had targeted the company and shorted the stock. In other words, the lower the stock price went, the more money they would make. I thought it was ridiculous because the company was doing great. So I bought some more shares at $37, using my existing shares as collateral. Knowing the price would go back up, it went to 33. I bought more shares. It went to 27. I started getting margin calls, which meant if I didn't send them money, they were going to start selling my shares to cover the losses. I didn't have it to send. The stock continued to go down. It went all the way to $10 a share, and my 7.5 million was gone. Poof. All in less than 90 days. Now the stock eventually came back and the company was taken private for $65 a share, but I wasn't there to capitalize on it. I was wiped out. Could I have been smarter? Sure. Did I make mistakes? Absolutely. But here's the lesson. If you're going to be an investor, you have to accept that things will be taken out of your control from time to time. And when that happens, it can be very expensive. So back to our perfect career list. Can being an investor deliver on that list? I don't think so. We've talked about blue collar work, white collar work, sales, traditional, business ownership, and investing. And none of them can deliver on our perfect career list. So, is the perfect career even possible? The answer is yes. But to get there, you need to understand that everything is changing. the old model of compensation are dead or dying, and we are going through the biggest economic shift in any of our lifetimes. You would like to add on, Cheryl or Jackie, or would you like me to keep going?
I just,
Of course, I'll keep going, but I just wanted to see if there was a moment where we needed to take a break to maybe get some questions answered or to, allow our audience to add on.
for me, like when I come back and I listen to all of those quality, I can see people in my life. Like when you mention the blue collar worker, when you mention the business owner, when you mention the white collar worker, the investor, all of those people, like they're people that I know. They're people that I know, and I can see where he adds from that list where they're not happy
Excuse me.
and exactly what he's talking about. Like the blue collar worker, for yourself, you're doing a service for somebody, you like what you do, but you know there's so much missing. There's so much missing from the white collar worker. I immediately think of my sister. I immediately think of the business owner, my parents. I could think of people time and again, and I can see where they're unhappy at. So I just had to add that. It was like you were talking about the career, but I was thinking of people.
Also, for a lot of us, that was or still is us, you know, and that's what's scary, because this book helps you really, kind of see things for what they are and not what they appear to be. And when you allow yourself to get educated on the profession, um, again, that's when you can really see things for what they are and not what they appear to be. So we're going to get into the new economy within the same chapter. Network marketing isn't perfect, it's just better. The new economy. The world, as you know, it has changed. For the people who don't recognize that fact, it will be the worst of times. For the people who do, it will be the best of times. Over the last 100 years, an interesting phenomenon occurred. The rise of the corporate became the standard in society. The safe and respected place for people to exist in the workplace was as an employee. Step 1, go to school, learn how to be an employee. Step 2, find a company that will employ you. Step 3, work for that company for 40 years. Step 4, retire. In recent decades, the promise of being rewarded by the company for your loyalty and hard work has been exposed as a myth. People began to realize the loyalty they were giving to their company was not being given in return, so a different process evolved. Step 1, go to school to learn to be an employee. Step 2, find a company that will employ you. Step 3, switch companies for various political and economic reasons every 3 to 5 years over the course of your career. Step 4, find that you can't retire comfortably after 40 years, so you keep working. And now we are going through the biggest shift in any of our lives. For a century, companies have paid people by the hour, by the week, or by the year. That's changing on a global level. The world is moving towards a performance economy, and it's already happening. Here's what that means. In the future, you're only going to get paid for performance. You won't be paid for your time anymore. Servers in the food industry already live in this model. They get a very low hourly wage required by law, and they make their living through tips based on their performance. If you can imagine the same model being applied to virtually every job in the world, you will see what is coming. The person cleaning the rooms in a hotel won't be paid by the hour anymore. They'll be paid per room. For office workers, here's an example. A person has a 60,000 annually salary. Step 1, the company will lower that salary to something like 50,000 because with today's marketplace, there are other people to take the job for a lower amount. Step 2, they will reduce their base salary to something like 20,000 a year. Step 3, they will tell that person that they can get an additional 30,000 over the year if they hit certain performance benchmarks on a monthly basis. In other words, if they hit their numbers, they can make an additional 2,500 a month. Now the pressure is on and the company is loving it. If you don't hit your numbers, they can save even more money. If you do hit your numbers, guess what? Guess what's in your future? They're going to raise your requirements. Unless you're extremely specialized, this will happen to you if it hasn't already. Count on it, and it will happen in every single profession worldwide. The evolution has begun. Why is this happening? One, it's a better model for the company. They'll get better results with less expense. Two, the new economy needs fewer people, so the company has more people competing for fewer and fewer jobs. Let me explain why the new economy needs fewer people. The exponential rise of technology has changed everything. Over 100 years ago, 90% of the population worked in agriculture. Today, because of dramatic efficiencies, it's less than 1%, and the farming jobs are gone. Remember, customer service call centers, where you talk to people today, you talk to a machine, and those jobs are gone. Remember when companies had a massive amount of salespeople? Now people order online, and those sales jobs are gone. Remember Blockbuster Videos and all of its employees? Now people watch movies on their handheld or tablet devices, and those jobs are gone. I love books, but go to your local bookstore while you can. They will be history soon, and so will the jobs provided by those stores. I can go on and on through virtually every work category in the world. Technology and efficiency are eliminating jobs every single day, and there is nothing we can do to stop it. In fact, it's only going to accelerate. If you are sitting there waiting for the economy to bounce back and for jobs to return, don't. They aren't coming back. Just like the children of farmers saw the handwriting on the wall and left farming for new vacations, the same thing is happening for people working in old economy jobs. To survive, they'll need to open their eyes to the reality and find something new.
Hey, I'm gonna kind of chime in here.
Hmm.
So, of course, during the job thing, I was thinking of people, and while you were talking about that, like, it's so true, right? Like, you're picking up the phone, you're talking to somebody automated, right? Like, the bookstore kind of hit me hard. Like, I like to read, and I like to read a lot. So I have a local bookstore that's close to me that I go into that's struggling really bad right now. Like, so I go in there for books on network marketing. They don't have anything. They give me a bag of books, a bag, like a huge bag of books that are used books. It's like whatever gets tossed in there for $5, dude. They're like barely making it. Every time I want a book on network marketing, I go to my phone and hit the Audible app and I
Yeah,
download a book. Like, they don't need anybody. Like, you could just watch it happening. Nobody gets a paperback book or goes into a bookstore anymore. It's like, I understand the whole Barnes and Noble thing, but I mean, like, I download books faster than I go dip into my bag of books now.
and I just want to give you guys a heads up. We'll wrap up the whole chapter one because we're on page 17 now, so that's awesome. It's only 20 pages, so we just have a few to go. But what really hit me, Coco, is that it's happening, and in the book it speaks on getting paid for your performance.
Oh yeah.
In the book, it spoke about hotel workers won't get paid hourly anymore. They'll get paid per room.
Mhm. Even
So
in blue collar jobs, you see people get paid per receptacle or per plate or per whatever, and then it ups the performance, right? So that you reach those goals. Then when you reach those goals, they're only going to up it higher. Then it wipes out the people who aren't keeping up. Lower in jobs, making standards, making people work harder, getting paid by each room, just like the hotel worker. It, it I watch it happen all the time.
So with that being said, why not take this profession serious? Why not take this opportunity serious? Why not get paid for your own efforts, for your own performance? It's going in that direction anyway. It's happening. Like it's spoken in the book, companies are just going to give base annual salaries and just put little, incentives in there for you to hit. And if you don't hit them, guess what? The company saves money. You got more and more people competing for fewer and fewer jobs. So it's happening. So again, take this profession serious. Take this opportunity serious. Get educated. Stay plugged in. For me, the internet is big because it gives me an opportunity to make sure that when I log on, I'm plugging into things that I know is going to help me grow. I'm plugging into an environment of people that I know that's going to encourage and motivate and inspire and share the information and share the resources versus just turning on the idiot box or just turning on the radio and having no choice but to receive what's being given to you. So I encourage everyone, when you log on, and I believe Cedric spoke about it on Sunday's call. He said, how much time are you spending on Facebook just scrolling through the news feeds?
Yep.
Just, time that, cut that back. Sometimes you may have to just get off social media and get on that calendar more, start hitting that calendar, So,
right, like maybe, if you're on Facebook, you need to be going through Messenger, talking to leads or whatever. But like you said, you got to hit the calendar more. You have to hit it. Like plan for events. Go to events. I know I have a big event, bridal show coming up. It's constantly getting out there. Go out, talk to people, real people in the real world. It works.
Indeed. So here's where it gets fun. Network marketing. Is it better? The best way I know to not only survive, but to thrive in the new economy is network marketing. There are important products and services in the world today that need to be promoted to the people who need them. Consumers still need to be educated. Companies have choices. They can dive into the ever fragmented world of advertising to get the word out. They can hire a large and expensive sales force to sell their products or services, or they can utilize network marketing to tell their story to the world. More and more companies will choose to use network marketing because it fits the new economy. They can provide all the corporate support and pay distributors on a purely performance basis to promote their products. It's extremely efficient because the new economy, word of mouth advertising, continues to work better than any other form of promotion. The company can just take the money they would have spent on advertising and promotion and pay it to their distributors to spread the word. What that means for you as an entrepreneur is that you can receive all the benefits of traditional business ownership without the typical risk, and there will be no cap on your income because network marketing companies want you to make as much as possible. If you're going to be paid for performance anyway, why live with the cap? The catch to network marketing. This all sounds great, and it is, but there's a catch that most people won't tell you. Here it is. You must accept a temporary loss of social esteem from ignorant people. That means for a while, people still living in and trying to function in the old system will think less of you. They won't understand. They'll think you're crazy for being involved in network marketing. And actually, the word accept isn't completely accurate. You need to do more than that. You need to embrace the temporary loss of social esteem from ignorant people. You are seeing the future before it becomes apparent to everyone else. You are the smart one. You are the person taking action to live a better life. There's a reason why people would think less of you, and it's not just because they are stuck in the old system. Let me see if I can help you better understand this. Because if you decide to make network marketing your profession, it's important to know most people have either joined a network marketing company or know someone who has. This is what goes through their mind of virtually every person who decides to get involved. Hmm, I can think of 5 or 6 people who might do this too. My sister would be great. My friends love this kind of thing. I know this other person who could be amazing. Okay, I'll join. In other words, they aren't joining a profession. They're just hoping to get lucky. Sign up a few people to cover their own startup costs and sit back and wait for the money to roll in. The allure of being paid for someone else's effort is powerful, but often badly misunderstood. They haven't started a real business. They just purchased a glorified lottery ticket. Imagine a lottery ticket with 6 scratch-off spots. Those spots represent each of the people the new person thinks will certainly join. They approach those people and try to get them to join, and because of their lack of skill, most of them end up with nothing. Just like the lottery ticket, this becomes just another lost opportunity. And since they have acted in unskilled ignorance, they may have damaged some friendships as well. So they rip up the ticket, and instead of taking responsibility for not really starting their business, they blame network marketing and make sure to tell the world, look, I've been there, I've done it, I've talked to every person I know, and network marketing just doesn't work. Save your money. That's what you're dealing with if you choose this as a profession. The options of ignorant people who think they've done it right and it doesn't work. If that's going to be too hard to handle, then network marketing isn't for you. But if you can embrace it, the world is yours. The people who embrace this get paid big money. Companies will pay unlimited amounts of people who can help build people. See? Who can educate the ignorant and who can build a community of like-minded people. Some people like to say, perception is reality. I hate that saying. All great leaders in the world have ignored it for centuries. What if Nelson Mandela had said, perception is reality? What if Martin Luther King Jr. had said, perception is reality? What if Steve Jobs had said, perception is reality? The great leaders of the world said, reality is reality, and I'm going to do everything possible to help people understand that fact. The truth is, network marketing isn't perfect, it's just better, and that's reality. And that's chapter 1, ladies and gentlemen.
That was great. The ending. The ending
Awesome,
is like
right?
is like my life in a nutshell. The ending is my life in a nutshell. It's just that, like, you know, I think some people are just built different, you know? Like, I don't know, a little personal, but I was standing in front of some people telling me maybe 2 days ago that I was never going to make it in this industry and that I was nuts. And I started smiling.
Mm.
And, you know, when you smile at somebody that's, like, really angry and you could bite your tongue and not say anything, and the more that you're, like, just like, dude, whatever, the angrier they get, and they start telling you, you're going to fail, you're stupid, you're this, you're that. And I just was like, the more
Well,
they tell me that, the more I'm like, give me a minute. I'll be back making some
but
money. Thanks.
but
Thanks for showing up.
you know, for me, if and when, you know, I come across people like that, it just lets me know you know, what they really think about themselves.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, like I think Les Brown said it best. He said, most people die at 25, but they don't get buried until they're 60.
Hell yeah. I know that one. Hell yeah.
You know, when people talk to you like that, they really just you know. My mother, she always told me when someone's pointing a finger at you, there's four others pointing back at them.
Yep.
So
Yep.
you know,
It's funny what motivates people too, though. Like, all that's just motivation to me. I'm like, okay, okay, that's what makes me smile. I'm like, you just lit a fire. Thank you for the fuel.
you know, for some, they don't want to look themselves in the mirror, so they do the best that they can to tear others down. That can
Yeah.
look themselves in the mirror and that can say, "You can do it. I believe in you. Let's go get it. Let's have an amazing day. Let's make it happen." You know. What's
Right?
up,
Like,
Jack? Sorry, what you saying?
yeah, Jackie, you with us? I thought I
No,
heard her.
no, I was totally agreeing with everything. Again, I'm the same as Cheryl. Like, I totally saw myself in you reading that last part. Like, I have the fire. I'm hungry for it. I'm determined. Right? I'm not a quitter, and I have to prove it to nobody but myself. And when you mentioned about the finger pointing, then the rest pointing it back at you, totally right. I mean, I use that against my husband. like it is. It's literally like, you better watch what you point at because the rest are actually pointing at yourself. So that's what you need to change. That's what you got to work on. And that's what's important in this business is you can't blame it on other things. You can't blame it on other problems, excuses, failures, whatever. You have to take ownership to yourself because that's really where the rest of the fingers are pointing. So love it. Love every bit of it. I love hearing you read.
Thank you so
You know,
much.
it's kind of like my fault. I don't read a ton, right? I don't read, and I should read more, and I know I have to read more in order to grow more. That's evident. But I actually read vicariously through you.
Thank you so
So
much.
that's the bonus of the TTO Google Hangout is I'm reading a book vicariously through you. So yes, I'm learning because of other people, right? And it could come in such an organic way that you don't even realize. Here I am on this, three-person panel of the TTO Hangout, and I'm learning from you. So it's really important.
Yeah, I
It's really good
totally,
to stay plugged in and do the, you
I
know,
totally feel the same way as Jackie.
do,
Like, I I read that book, but it was a while ago. But hearing it through somebody
yeah,
else and listening back, you're like, it's like learning at a different level. It's really
yeah.
cool. I really enjoy it. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity. I really do. Any questions coming through, Coco,
I
in
gotta
the
check my phone for that.
oh, okay. Any comments, you know, anything that
Glad to be
So
offline. So
I hear you, Jackie, but I don't see you. By the way,
you don't? Oh
no, I don't see
no.
you. I see black screen.
oh, I thought you may have done that.
When has it been since you guys haven't seen me?
Oh
Ooh.
wow, I thought you like did it. Like I was
Maybe
playing with my thing because I'm like, oh, Jackie found something new. No.
Aw,
I just thought
no,
maybe
no,
you had to
I'm
go.
still
I thought maybe you had to go private
here.
for a second.
Yeah.
No, no, I did. There was possibly something that had come up, but it didn't. So thank goodness. Like I gave Coco a warning before I even came on. I'm like,
I
hey,
love
like
that you
something
guys
came
call me
up,
Coco.
I have to take care of. But yeah, no. So you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you. I just can't see you.
Oh, so thank goodness my loud voice is, interjecting and
I see like a face
talking
for
over
that.
everybody. That's great.
It's perfect,
And you know,
Jackie.
this
It's
is
so
this is
Jackie.
I'm terrible internet connection. Yeah, sorry.
you're
I
with us.
apologize. It's
It's
something that
okay.
I can really take care of. Good.
I missed the straight out of TTO shirt memo.
Ah, you too much. Oh, you killed. Yeah, I think you killed it
Ah,
on the first
right?
hangout with you had the shirt all cut up real nice
Yeah.
and
I cut
yeah.
them off. Can't you tell?
I know. Swear to God. Chris, my husband is like, "What? Who cut the center of that?" I'm like, the neck was tight. Whatever. Like I'm ready to cut it off like Lisa Marie Carter is. I'm just gonna do one shoulder.
Yeah, she
I don't
kept
have a
it.
T-shirt that's not cut. I don't think. Good times.
Oh, I love it.
All right, you guys.
Ah,
I'm gonna sign off. If anybody, thank you guys for hopping on, Jackie.
Indeed,
Brilliant.
indeed.
Excellent reading. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, bye, guys.
Hey,
Bye
TTO world, you
you.
already know. TTO, TTO. All
bye.
right. Peace. Good night, everyone.
Good
Hope you
night.
enjoyed and I hope you got some nuggets out of that.
Bye
Peace.
bye.
You know it.